I feel like I've gotten somewhat more organized in my office today. I had a bunch of stuff all over my desk and all over this back area here, and little bits and pieces, and I went through them and I put them somewhere. It might not be where I want to put them for sure, but I don't have time to think too much about that because I'm going to California. So I'll share a little bit of what I did. I did take a tyrosine this morning because when I woke up I was feeling a little bit of depression. So I think by taking the lecithin and not taking the tyrosine, not doing the blue light, not doing whatever, I felt a little bit of depression. So I thought to myself, today I'm going to go back on the tyrosine because he said only skip a day or so anyway. And so I'm feeling more creative too. I just thought of some creative stuff that I actually need to write down before I talk about all this that I did. And yeah, that's kind of it. So I'll go through it kind of quickly here. This is my video update on what I've created so far in terms of creating my own space that is devoted to wellness as well as making meaning, spirituality, creativity, and alternate perspectives of extreme states of consciousness. And this stems from having a diagnosis of bipolar disorder and making a space that is congruent with that way of perceiving and being. I won't go into that too much right now, but I'll go through some of the stuff that I have. And one day I'd like to make a similar space that is open to people like me, where they can come in and explore extreme wellness and the other things that I mentioned. And then once one is recharged, one can then reach out in altruistic ways. Because a lot of times with bipolar, we're trying to save the world in some regard, even if it seems ridiculous, at times grandiose, or we have schemes that aren't even close to what's going to do the job. And also we think we can do it all ourselves, or we try to recruit people in crazy ways. So I feel that might one day be able to be put in perspective in its rightful place. But it's good to be able to have a space designed to support wellness, because a lot of times when we go into those creative endeavors, we neglect our bodily wellness. And we go more and more into ideas and insights and meaning making. So there's a balance. And I'll go into that later. But first and foremost, my big comfy couch. I picked this because you can spoon on it. You can lay two people very comfortably. You can sleep on this couch. It's not a pull-out, but it's very, very comfortable to the point where sometimes I'll sleep on it just because it's so comfortable instead of sleeping in my bed. And then have a bunch of blankies in this for now. And I have one of these hula hoops, but I can't spin the other way, so I haven't really used it in a while. And my mini trampoline, love this. It exercises every single cell in your body. And I have my yoga mat set up right now in front of the TV in case I want to do yoga. And I put all my posture and rolfing books out here because it's related to that. And this thing is for balance, and a meditation cushion, one of those foam rollers for rolling out your muscles, and a spoonk or a Himalayan acupressure mat. This thing stretches your calves. And then I have a bunch of smaller things that you can't really see, but it's a skipping rope, different sizes of weights, ankle weights, hand weights, those squishy things to strengthen your forearms. And who doesn't want to have a Thigh Master from Winners? And I want more of these bands, but I think I broke the other ones. DVD player or Blu-ray, Apple TV, and essential oil diffuser. I love this thing. And these are all my wellness knickknacks that I haven't gone through yet. They're sort of like spiritual thingies, or see all these yogi tea tabs, these positive sayings. So lovely stuff like that, which I'll probably go through this afternoon. And then I have this big old TV. It's a projection TV, and I don't really watch enough TV to justify buying a TV. So I'm fine with this thing. I'd probably just have no TV if I decided to stop packing this thing around. And this chair is really good for doing a psoas muscle exercise that I do. I can show that later, but it's got no sides on it, and you kind of bend over this way and exercise your obliques and stuff and your psoas. And then I'm going to put a lot of plants down here, and I love this statue. A lot of times I don't like the look on the Buddha's face, but this one I like, so I got it. And more plants that I need to set up, and a chair for sitting outside, and that's outside. Another chair. And then I have this big old computer that may or may not work very well, but I'm going to set it up probably in the corner there and have it as a music creation station and see if I'm at all excited to get back into that. I can't do it very well, but I think if it's right by the window, I'll be tempted to sit there and play around with it. But if it's in a corner against a wall, I won't sit there. So that's my idea there. And I have a MIDI keyboard, which is in this thing. I won't open it up, but see? And these, I'm not sure where I'm going to put them. I might put one of them over here with some of the knickknacks, or I might put the knickknacks away and have this space more zen. But I do like to have things out and visible because that's how my brain operates. It operates based on seeing something. So if it's time to utilize something and there's 100 things on the wall there in a cabinet, my brain will pick that thing out and I'll go right to it. And that way I don't have to think about something. I don't have to abstract. I only have to act. So I'm going to see if I want to put them in drawers or put them out, and I might do a combination. Or if they all fit in the drawers and I'm fine with that, I'll put these somewhere else and do something with it. This is all my kitchen stuff, and I don't have a kitchen. And I might have a bit of a kitchenette at some point. So that's all of that stuff. But, you know, I have this old juicer that I got from a lady who passed away. She died at like 96, so she knew what she was doing. But then I also have a Breville juicer that was partially gifted to me. I have a fruit ice cream maker, Yo Nanas, and I have a food processor. And I have my high power blender that I am using. It's upstairs in the kitchen. Those are some of my favorite kitchen appliances. I do lean towards raw veganism. And if I ever did have a shared space, I'm sorry, it would be vegetarian. Meat is not my forte, and I don't want to smell it, see it, touch it, have it touching other things. It's not necessary anymore. And then put this cabinet here because there's no closet to the outside, and put my outside jackets and sweaters in it. And then I piled up my shoes here. So some things are obviously mine, but it'd be cool if one day I had a space that was mine with my stuff that was mine, and then the rest was shared in some way. And also, this is my office, and it's purposefully very visual and open. I like having everything so I can see it as much as possible. I need to sort through those boxes. And then I have some old vitamins there, creativity stuff, electronics, food, which would go in the kitchen, and this little music-y thing that I'm not sure where I'm going to put yet. But these are some ideas for keeping things very visual. Here I have stuff visually, bags and stuff for summer, and a big blow-up floaty, and then sporty stuff like snowboarding goggles and cones for rollerblading, cords. I need to go through these cords actually because I went through a bunch of cords. Ooh. And I thought I went through cords that I had in this mess here, and I gotta go through those. And these extension cords, batteries, stuff to camp, rollerblades, more camping stuff because I have this fantasy about living off the grid, but I've never fulfilled it. More stuff. I'll do the rest later. These boxes I gotta sort through. It's full of resources, and I want this shelf to be all resources related to mental health and alternatives, and then really healthy stuff like DVDs, and then my book collection, which I like a lot, and other stuff to sort through, and then different media and supplies like office supplies, and more over there. My vitamins. Store stuff this way too. Again, all very visual, and then I tend to know exactly where everything is. And this cabinet, I have to go through everything in here because it's just a bunch of like tools and random wellnessy bits. And the bathroom, which has some cool stuff in it, and sleeping with the amber glasses and earthing mat, earthing sheet. So I just organized all my knickknacks, wellness tools, sensory modulation stuff, and I'm feeling pretty good about my level of organization now in my space. There's a lot more to do, but I'll leave that for when I get back. So now I'm gonna do some high intensity interval training on my elliptical, 3 rounds going all out, and then I'll probably have some veggies and dip, and then I'll have a shower, and then I'm probably gonna go to Dollarama and get a few things, and then after that I'm gonna start packing, and I have a couple more things to do for my job, and then I think it'll be pretty smooth sailing. So I'm glad about that. Last one. That's 2. Three. did all that, and now it's time for a snack. I have avocado hummus, carrot sticks. I have avocado hummus, carrot sticks, and celery. I like the light celery. And I bought some okra yesterday, aka lady's fingers, because they look so fresh and good. I'm gonna see what it tastes like in this dip. That's really good. Okra is gelatinous like aloe, so it's really good for you. Also like chia seeds. I'm leaning over so you don't see my nipples. See? Tomorrow I'm going to make a smoothie with pumpkin, canned pumpkin, cinnamon, vanilla powder, dates, walnuts, maybe some organic oats, coconut milk, that might be it. So now it's time to shower and get ready for the day, even though it's 3 o'clock.